Welcome, everybody, to tonight's presentation of Mission Prep Basketball on the NFHS Network in conjunction with Mission Sports TV on YouTube. I'm Brian Stanley. Tonight's broadcast presented by Hyundai San Luis Obispo. Check out their showroom at 1407 Auto Parkway in San Luis Obispo for the finest selection of Hyundais around on the Central Coast, plus a beautiful selection of pre-owned vehicles ready to go for you, carefully inspected and ready for your viewing pleasures. That's Hyundai San Luis Obispo, Mission Prep alumni owned and operated. Check them out, 1407 Auto Parkway in San Luis Obispo, California. Thanks for being with us tonight for this presentation of Mission Prep Basketball. We are live from Warriors Gym, and that camera got a little blurry for a second, but it cleared right up as I mentioned it. The Warriors on a tough skid to start the season, 0-4. They play out of the Sunset League in the Central Coast Athletic Association. The Mission Prep Royals come in today, winning their home opener last night, 1-0 in Coach Harris's 20th season. They are your defending Division II champions in the Central Section, taking that title in February of this year. A beautiful win for them in February to collect that trophy with a win over the Central Grizzlies, 63-59 in double overtime to be Division II champions. The first championship in Terrence Harris's tenure, but not the last. Tonight the Warriors come in with not much information out on them, but I can tell you in the head-to-head series, the Mission Prep Royals have the Warriors number 19 and 4, overall in the Max Preps era. The Mission Prep Royals are 8-2 in the last 10 games, riding a 6-game winning streak. The Righetti Warriors' last win over Mission Prep was on January 18, 2022 at Cowitt's Court, with the Warriors winning 72-59. The Righetti Warriors come in tonight averaging 55 points a game while giving up 65. That's a difference of 10 points. They're going to wear their home whites tonight with purple and gold trim. They're an 0-4 in their last 4 contests on the year, 0-3 on the road, 0-1 at a neutral site when they played the Yellow Jackets. I'm assuming that game was probably played at St. Bonaventure on a Friday, Saturday with St. Bonaventure. And tonight we have them playing the Royals. They are coached by head coach Nicholas Sauer, and his assistant coaches are Anthony Athey, Asaki Blake, John Costa, and Richard Easton. Last year, the Righetti Warriors were 20-13, 6-2 in the Sunset League. They were the runner-ups in the Division III in the Central Section and made a Division III appearance in the state playoffs. Your Mission Prep Royals coming tonight 1-0, wearing their home blues, or the road blues, the road navies to be exact, with white and Vegas gold trim. Averaging 81 points a game with 1 game under the belt, giving up 55 points. That's a difference of 26. Last year, the Royals were 26-8, 6-4 in the Mountain League, finishing second behind the St. Joseph Knights. And they come in with a 1-game record at home. This is their first road game of the year as the Warriors have their first home opener. This is going to be a highly contested matchup from the Warriors. Don't count the Warriors out tonight, because if we look at the scoring, the Warriors have come up just short on multiple occasions. First matchup against the Rio Grande Eagles, they lost 56-53, a 3-point difference. And then next up was the Atascadero Greyhounds, losing by 6, 81-75. And then they went down to St. Bonaventure on the 21st and lost by 7, 58-51. was the Yellow Jackets 65-42, a 23-point win for the Yellow Jackets of Oxnard. Mission Prep Royals put a beating down on the San Ynez Pirates last night at Coates Court. That was an 81-55 victory. It's focused. Cameraman checking in with me. We are good and golden. And we're getting ready for introductions here from from Warriors Gymnasium on the campus of Righetti High School. We are in my home city of Santa Maria. A short 5-minute drive down to Foster Road. Hop on that chat if you're with us. Let us know what's going on out there in the world of sports. Looks like we're not going to do introductions on the court for the Royals to begin things. It's going to be Hunter Drake, Deuce Kellogg, Colton Mott, Jackson Esparza, and the big sophomore number 20, Blake Boudreau. For the Warriors, it's going to be number 5, Luke Bray. Number 3, Grayson Cole. Number 12 in the circle, Cooper Thompson. I don't think that one's right. Let me double check my schedule on my records on that one. Jump shot, no good. For Chris Sullivan, excuse me. And we're underway. 7:39 on the clock. Royals going with the ball. And the miss by Deuce Kellogg, rebounded by Righetti. Cole bringing in the rebound, going back cross country to Sullivan up top. Three-pointer from Cole, no good. Rebounded by Deuce Kellogg. Boudreau into the corner, Jackson. Esparza shot in for the 3. And our first points of the night. Royals up 3-0 here in the contest. Stolen by Esparza to Deuce Kellogg forward. Left side of the lane. Off the window. Royals up 5 with the bucket from Kellogg. The inbounds by Righetti. Sullivan. Inbounds on the near side here. Chris Sullivan inbounding, guarded by Deuce Kellogg. And a bucket by the Righetti Warriors, 5-2 our score. Going back the other way, layup, contested by Drake, and good. Pete with it, gets it up to Lee. Updating my roster, had a little mistake. But we're good. The steal by Hunter Drake. We're going the other way with the Royals. And laid in. No good. On the line to shoot a pair is Drake. First trip for the free throw line for the Royals. For either of these two squads. Grayson Cole wearing number 4, not number 3. Both of them good for the Mission Prep Royals. Excuse me. Drake on the board with 2. Deuce Kellogg off the window. Kellogg with 4 in this quarter. Kellogg had 22 last night against San Ynez. His career high is 25. Shot up, no good from the near side. Barlone with the attempt. And the pressure, Jackson escapes it, throws out to Kellogg, stolen by Barlone. So on the court for the Righetti Warriors, number 1 at the line, Joseph Barlone, number 2. Is checked out. That's, excuse me. Checking out is Daniel Vargas. Checking in number 0, Bajol Thiam. And 1 or 2 good for Barlone. And a whistle, 9-5 our score. Stolen by David Lee. And the bucket good by Thiam. 9-7, 2-point lead for Mission Prep. Pass in the corner. Shot up and no good for Boudreau. And a jump ball called by the officials. And that jump ball good for Righetti in the possession arrow. Shot missed from the near side, rebounded by Talon Pete. Vargas with a shot. Vargas dropping a 3-pointer. Joseph Vargas on the board with a tray, giving the Warriors the lead and taken right back by Deuce Kellogg. Mission Prep leading 11-10 here in the first quarter. Back and forth action, 3:42 on the clock. And a 3-pointer give the Warriors the lead right back. 13-11 our score here in the quarter. Esparza to Kellogg. Kellogg steps in the arc, throws up a jumper, no good. Rebounded by Boudreau. Colton Mott. No good on the miss, rebounded by Vargas. Vargas going to take it the other way. Across the center stripe. Kicks it to Baralone. Back to Vargas. Vargas driving that baseline. And the pass intercepted by Jackson Esparza. Colton Mott's going to bring it across the timeline. Kicks it to the corner. Boudreau steps inside, finds Drake. Drake finds the lane for a 3-pointer. Hunter Drake on the board. 5 points for Drake. His first field goal of the night. Royals lead the Warriors 14-13. 2:47 on the clock. Passed out. Up top. Lee. No good, coming up short. Rebounded by Mission Prep. Boudreaux getting it out to Mott. Mott takes it to the rim. No good. Rebounded by Righetti Baralone. Contested by Kellogg. Lee. Thiam. Thiam walks through the lane for the deuce. And they're exchanging leads 15-14 in this first quarter. And it's tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with Mission Prep off the fingers of the Warriors. Checking in for Righetti, Grayson Cole, number 4, who I was mistaken earlier as Vargas because my numbers were off on my roster. And the inbounds to Deuce Kellogg, no good. And number 11, Luke Bray, checking in as well. Bray with it, back to Cole. Across to Pete. Exchanges with Vargas. Vargas drops a three-pointer. And Vargas with 2 threes in the quarter gives Righetti a 4-point lead over Mission Prep. Three fouls for the Warriors, 4 for Mission Prep. And Deuce Kellogg getting it to float through. 8 points for Kellogg. Well, Mission Prep down by 2. Righetti leading 18-16, 1:10, first quarter left. Going to line to shoot 2. Foul on, I believe, Kellogg. 5th foul for Mission Prep. Vargas missing. Taylor Pete checks out for Righetti. Vargas connects on the second. I have Vargas at 8. Not official. Mission Prep passes into the corner from Kellogg to Esparza, and Esparza drops it through. Jackson with 2 3-pointers. Mission Prep with 3 tonight. Tied 19-19, 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. Stolen by Colton Mott out of the hands of Cole. And Mott fouled on his way to the rim. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair. It's the 4th team foul for Righetti. First one, no good for Mott. Cole checks out for Righetti. Checking in, number 2, Chris Sullivan. Jackson Esparza checks out for Mission Prep as Asher Lerner checks in. Second shot up and good for Colton Mott. Colton Mott setting comfortably with some points tonight with 1 point. Out of bounds, Mission Prep ball, 23.4 seconds. Lerner to Mott. Mott passes it forward to number 11, Garrett. Shot miss. Ball's on the hardwood. Body's fighting for it. We have a whistle and a foul on number 2, they're saying. That's going to be Deuce Kellogg. Then we go to the line. Mission Prep already has given Righetti bonus. 3.1 seconds. Mission Prep leading 20-19. Hunter Drake checks in. Deuce Kellogg checks out. And at the whistle, our score 21-20. Righetti with the lead. For the first time this season, Mission Prep is trailing after a quarter of play. 21-20 is our score. 8 minutes to go until halftime. Our cameraman tonight, David Holden, helping us out. Doing the dirty work. And we'll be right back with you. After one quarter of play, Mission Prep trailing 21-20. First time this season, Mission Prep is trailed coming out of the first quarter. Drake on the coverage. On the court for the Royals is going to be Mott, Drake, Lerner, Esparza, and the shot good from deep. Barlone making it. And a timeout taken by the Royals. They're not liking what they're seeing. 24-20. (24-20) is our score. Timeout, Mission Prep.
Hey, it's Rob from Hyundai San Luis Obispo. Right now, save up to $7,500 with federal EV savings.
But hurry, it all ends September 30th. Lease an Ioniq for just $159 a month or take advantage of low APR financing.
With nationwide charging access, going electric has never been easier.
Tonight's broadcast presented by Dignity Health French Hospital in San Luis Obispo. For all your medical needs and emergencies, visit French Hospital, Dignity Health, Central Coast. Asher Lerner passes forward to Hunter Drake, stolen into the rim with the Righetti Warriors. No good on the shot. Passed out to Colton Mott. Colton Mott steps inside the arc. Sends up a floater, no good. Pulled in and rebounded by Righetti. 24-20 is our score. Approaching 1 minute gone here in the first quarter. Thiam with a shot at the rim. (26-20). And Asher finds the rebound. Kicks it out to Mott. Mott to the block. And he is fouled on his way to the shot. He will go to the line to shoot a pair. First foul of the night, or first foul of the quarter to the Righetti Warriors. Mott missing the first. (26-20). Mott cut the lead to 5. 6:54 on the clock. Second quarter action. Mott does just that. Mott with 2 points. 26-21. Baralone across the top of the arc. Finds Thiam, who drives the left lane and gets past Deuce Kellogg for the bucket. And the shot up and good for Garrett. Garrett with 2. 7 points for Garrett last night against San Ynez. His career high, making his first appearance on varsity last night. Baralone passes the ball out into the backcourt, tipped. No, not tipped. That's a backcourt violation committed by Vargas, collecting that pass. Out of control by Joseph Baralone. Substitutions. Taylon Pete checks in. On the court for Righetti, Thiam, Baralone, Sullivan, Pete, and Vargas. Colton Mott misses, rebounded by Baralone. We're going the other way with the Warriors. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by by Deuce Kellogg. And the foul called on Chris Sullivan. Caught that one. Second foul against the Righetti Warriors. Inbounded by Mott to Kellogg. Guarded closely by Sullivan. Gets it back across the timeline to Mott into the corner. Shot no good. Tapped out by Esparza. Collected by Thiam. Thiam driving. Connects to Pete. Pete lays it in. And Righetti collects more points. 30-23. 7-point lead for the Warriors. And Esparza trying to change that, comes up short, rebounded by Garrett. Garrett spins, puts it back up. And a 5-point lead in this contest as Garrett collects his second bucket of the night. 4 points for Garrett. And the charge handed out to Thiam. Third foul for Righetti in the quarter. Substitutions checking out. Thiam and Baralone checking in is going to be David Lee at number 25, Daniel Vargas. Quintero, Vargas, and Vargas on the court. And the foul at the rim as Hunter Drake drives. And the foul handed out to 25, Daniel Vargas. Fourth foul of the quarter for Righetti. Drake's first shot off back iron, out, no good. Blake Boudreau checks back in. Thiam checks in for Daniel Vargas. On the court for Mission Prep is going to be Esparza, Mott, Drake, Boudreau, and Kellogg. Cleared out and rebounded by Pete. Pete's going to bring it across the timeline. It's a 5-on-1 as the Righetti Warriors catch up. David Lee sends a short three, and that's out of bounds. Mission Prep ball. 4:57 in the second quarter. Mission Prep trailing most of this contest so far. Started out with a lead and then gave it up midway through the first quarter. Trailing all of the second quarter to Righetti. And that turnover to Righetti collected by Quintero Vargas. And Thiam laying it in. 10 points for the senior forward. And 5 fouls committed by Righetti. Deuce Kellogg goes to the line. Kellogg flicks the wrist, drops the second one. Kellogg with 9 in the half. 6-point lead for Righetti, 32-26. Pete passes over to Lee. Lee bounce passes inside to Thiam. Thiam spins and turns past Boudreau. Shot no good, rebounded by Boudreau. And Mott's going to bring it across the timeline and finds an open Boudreau off the high glass. And Blake on the board with 2. He had 3 last night against San Ynez in his varsity debut. David Lee sends up a 3-pointer off right iron. Rebounded by the Mission Prep Royals. And Hunter Drake goes to the rim. He is fouled in the act of shooting. And the foul on number 2 for the push. Hunter Drake at the line to shoot a pair. Drake can't connect on either of them. And Righetti remains in control, up by 4, 32-28. And a timeout taken by Nick Sauer. Righetti wants to talk this one over with 3:46 remaining in the quarter.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail. Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials across the country because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
And our score with 3:46 remaining in the first half. The Righetti Warriors leading 32-28, 4-point lead. Mission Prep keeps closing the gap every time Righetti expands it. Coming into the quarter is 21-20 Righetti over Mission Prep. Righetti looking for their first win. A lot of momentum tonight being this her home opener. Student section's been a little quiet. The inbounds into the backcourt to Sullivan. Sullivan's going to bring it across the timeline. Exchanges passes. Inside, knocked away by Mission Prep. And Deuce Kellogg to the rim and making it look clean with the Euro step. Kellogg with 11, the lead cut to 2, 32-30. And the whistle called against Mission Prep. Righetti maintains possession, fresh 35 on the clock. Pass to the near side, corner of the iron, no good for Houston. Shot no good from beyond the arc. Sullivan cleans it up for Righetti. Kellogg to the rim. Kellogg leading the charge. 13 points for Kellogg. His career high 25 set last season for Mission Prep. And contested for the jump ball. Deuce Kellogg ties up with Isaiah Houston. .246 remaining in the half, 34-32. Kellogg quickly to the lane. And the foul called against Righetti yet again here in this late stages of the first half. 34-32 our score. Righetti has put Mission Prep into the bonus. Have committed over 5 fouls. Deuce Kellogg gets the bucket. So he has 14 tonight. His second free throw made. Substitution, Sullivan checking out. Grayson Cole checking in for Righetti. Righetti wearing their home whites. Mission Prep wearing their road navies. Shot no good for Deuce Kellogg. 34-33 is where we stand. 1 point difference. Shot up and no good. Rebounded by Thiam. And Thiam getting a standing ovation from an Ovechek fan. And that's passed away, saved by Righetti into the hands of Mission Prep. And the shot no good for Boudreau. 36-33. That one up and out of bounds on the attempted shot from Joseph Barallone. It's going to be Righetti ball. Last touch by Mission Prep. Up top to Bray. Bray hands it off to Thiam. Thiam spinning. Kicks it out. Three-pointer sent up. No good for Cole. And it's rebounded by Mission Prep. Mott connects with Vargas. Excuse me, with Esparza. And shot no good for Mission Prep. 1:30 on the clock. 36-33, three-point lead for Righetti. Mission Prep playing from behind the entire quarter. Deuce Kellogg. Corner shot. Good for Hunter Drake. Drake with his second tray of the night. 8 points for Drake. And we are tied 36-36 on that shot. And the Royals getting ready to take the lead. And here comes Kellogg with the layup. Royals take the lead with under a minute to go. 38-36. Their first time leading since the middle of the first quarter. Kicked out looking for a three-pointer. No good. Rebounded by Drake on the miss by Quintero Vargas. Mott finds an open Kellogg. Kellogg from downtown. 19 points in the first half for Deuce Kellogg. And the whistle as Mission Prep goes up 5, 41-36. Mission Prep has 2 fouls in the quarter, with bonus in their favor. Quintero Vargas. Driving the lane from the wing. Cleared out. No good as it was cleared out. Kellogg, top of the timeline. Brings it to the wing, to the elbow. Pivots. Jumper, good. 21. And Mission Prep goes to the locker room with a swing here late. 43-36 after trailing most of the quarter. Mission Prep comes alive and collects the lead. And Mission Prep leads by 7 going into the second half. Come back with some stats in just a moment. Let me go check the official stat book, update my scores, and we'll be right back with you with more information here on Mission Sports TV. I'm Brian Stanley. Joining us, David Holden on the camera work. Appreciate you all being around. Welcome back to the broadcast. Presented by Hyundai San Luis Obispo. Alumni operated, alumni owned. A quick check of the scoreboard has an official update. New season high for Deuce Kellogg. 23 points. Hunter Drake with 8. Colton Mott with 2. Braden Garrett with 2. Blake Boudreau with 2. And Jackson Esparza with 6. On the other side of the ball is Bo Thiam with 15. Joseph Baralone with 5. Chris Sullivan with 2. Joseph Vargas with 11. And number 4 is Peter Rodriguez. Getting a name update on that one. From the Max Prep roster, he has 2. And Talon Pete has 2 as well. As Righetti begins with the ball. David Lee to Thiam. Left side, three-pointer. Finds its mark. Joseph Baralone. Good for the shot. 39-43. 3-point lead. Righetti gets the ball back. Pete takes it across the timeline, guarded by Kellogg. Switches over to Baralone. Off the hip of Drake, collected by Righetti. Pass back to Lee. Lee goes to the rim and gets the bounce. And David Lee with his first points of the night. Lee with 2 fouls in the first half. 43-41, the lead cut to 2. And a turnover on a pass missed. Push forward to Vargas, and Vargas laying it in on the reverse. And Joe Vargas with 13 tonight. And the foul as Colton Mott goes to the rim. And the foul called on David Lee, his third of the contest. First foul handed out in the half, first foul in the quarter for either squad. That goes to Righetti. Colton Mott makes his first. He has 3 points tonight. All from the charity strike, his season high. 10 last night against San Ynez as the Pirates came to town to San Luis Obispo. Colton Mott connects with both of them. And Mission Prep is perfect at the free throw line here in the third quarter. And the rebounded by Esparza, push forward to Hunter Drake. And Drake blocked by Bo Thiam. And this home crowd on their feet in cheering for Righetti. Out of bounds off of Thiam. Mission Prep ball. Jackson Esparza inbounding it. Passed in to Kellogg. Drake. Boudreau back to Drake. Steps inside the arc. Straight away. Shot no good. And a foul handed out to Blake Boudreau. His second. First team foul for Mission Prep in the quarter. 1 foul for each team. Braden Mott in the house to check out the contest. Part of that CIF championship team in Division II for Mission Prep. Joining him is Ethan Orozco, Mission Prep alumni in the house here at Righetti. And Thiam with the reverse layup, good. 17 for both Thiam, 45-45 is our score. And Righetti gets the turnover into the corner, three-pointer bouncing in and out. And Thiam with the second chance points. 19 for the senior. And going to the line to shoot 2 is Hunter Drake. The foul called on Talon P, his first. Second team foul. Hunter Drake in to shoot a pair. Connects with the first. Drake with 9 tonight. Leading scorer for Mission Prep, Deuce Kellogg, 23. Drake is perfect at the line, and Mission Prep stays perfect in the quarter. 10 points for Drake, hitting double digits for back-to-back games. Had 20 last night against San Ynez. 24 is his career high. Shot no good from Barrelone, rebounded by Mott. Mott brings it up the bench side of the court. And Kellogg with a deep three-pointer. No good, gets his own rebound, takes it back to the net. Inside the key, gets his own rebound, looking for third chance points, and can't complete the opportunity. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Tied 47-47. Vargas, three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Mott. And Colton Mott making it look easy on those rebounds tonight as he takes it and dumps it out. And Blake Boudreau connects for his second basket. 4 points for Boudreau, new career high, setting his previous last night with 3 against the Pirates. 49-47, Mission Prep leading, 42 on the clock, third quarter. Both teams with 2 fouls now. At the line to shoot a pair of baskets is going to be Joseph Barrelone, missing the first. Checking out for Righetti, Talon checking in, number 25, David Vargas. Boudreau checks out for Mission Prep with Braden Garrett checking in, number 11. Second shot good for Barrelone. Mott to the rim. No good. Rebounded by Garrett, kicks it out to Esparza. Esparza sends it back, slides it through like butter. And Esparza with 9, setting with 3 trays in this contest. 52-48. Thiam shot no good. Second chance points up and in by Joe Barrelone. He's in double digits for Righetti, joining Thiam, who has 19, and Joseph Vargas with 13. 11 for Barrelone at the line to shoot the and one. Completed it. He's 2 for 3 in this quarter for charity strike shots. Colton Mott, 1-on-2, goes to the rim, collects the foul. He'll shoot a pair. The lead cut to 1 by Righetti, 52-51, 3:47 remaining. The Warriors giving Mission Prep a run for their money tonight. Both teams with 3 fouls. First shot, no good. Excuse me, first shot is good. Second shot, no good. Colton Mott with 5, all from the charity strike. And he goes back again to the charity strike to shoot a pair. Colton Mott with 5 points tonight. 53-51. Shot no good. 3:42 on the clock. 2-point lead for Mission Prep. And Colton Mott connects with a second point. 6 points tonight. Vargas with a deep three-pointer from the left side, no good. Gets his own rebound, takes it right back to the rim, inside the lane. And Vargas with 15. As Kellogg brings it up court, the lead cut to 1, 54-53. But Kellogg increases it to 3 points with his matching career high 25 points tonight. That's off of the hands of Joe Baralone. Pressure given by Braden Garrett. Into the corner, three-pointer, Hunter Drake. Dropping it like it's hot, forcing the timeout by the Warriors. 59-53, 6-point lead with 2:53 remaining. Tonight's broadcast presented by Hyundai San Luis Obispo, Dignity Health French Hospital in San Luis Obispo, and Firestone Grill in downtown San Luis Obispo. That's a good place for some tri-tip. If you're ever looking for a place to go, 2:53 remaining. We'll be right back after this short break.
Hey, it's Rob from Hyundai San Luis Obispo. Right now, save up to $7,500 with federal EV savings.
But hurry, it all ends September 30th. Lease an Ioniq for just $159 a month or take advantage of low APR financing.
With nationwide charging access, going electric has never been easier.
Welcome back to Mission Sports TV. I'm Brian Stanley joining you. We are the home of the 24-25 CIF Division II champions in the Central Section. Mission Prep Royals looking to go 2-0 on the year to hand the Righetti Warriors their 5th loss consecutive this season to spoil the Warriors' home opener, to build some momentum as the Mission Prep Royals prepare for their next journey at the Morro Bay Holiday Invitational Tournament. That coming up mid-December, starting on the 11th, Thursday, December 11th. Vargas to Rodriguez. Shot no good. Rebounded by Mission Prep. Pass forward to Drake. Drake gonna lay it in off the window. And the Royals up 61-53. Drake with 15 tonight. Daniel Vargas to the lane, to the rim. And he is fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair of buckets. Fouled by Braden Garrett. Mission Prep with 4 fouls tonight in this quarter. And the ball knocked away by the Royals. Pass forward to Drake, and he lays it again off the window. Same move, same result. Save 17 points for Drake, 10-point lead for Mission Prep. Mission Prep trying to put a nail in this one, pull away, and call it a night. And that one is out of bounds off of Braden Mott. 63-53, 152, third quarter action. Mission Prep leading Righetti in this non-conference action. And stolen by Drake. Drake trying to get past Daniel Vargas, taking it, dumping it out to Mott, and Mott can't connect with the jumper from 5 feet out. And both of them bringing it across. Ball knocked away, taken by Kellogg. Kellogg able to recover after losing the possession, losing the dribble. Kellogg in front of his own bench. High pass to Drake. Drake stares down the bucket, sends up a three-pointer, knocked out by Garrett, collected by Quintero Vargas, and he runs through Mott. And that's a charging call. And Joe Vargas called for the charge. Mission Prep possession, and checking in is Cannon Trainer for the Royals to give Esparza a breather. Tapped out of bounds by Thiam. Mott calling for some assistance. Bringing more bodies into the near court. Kellogg with the inbounds from Garrett. Kellogg going to bring it across the timeline. Guarded closely by Sullivan. And to the rim, Kellogg with a new high, 27 tonight. As Mission Prep leads by 12, 65-53 with 41 seconds remaining. Vargas, no good, offside iron, rebounded by Trainer. And Trainer clears it out to Mott. Mott's going to slow things down, 30 seconds on the game clock. Game clock and shot clock match. This could be the final possession for Mission Prep in the quarter. Passed up top. Trainer steps inside the lane. Bouncing it off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Thiam and pushed forward. Righetti wants some points. And Bray gets it at the buzzer. And Luke Bray with his first points of the night. Cutting the lead to 10, 65-55. Mission Prep over the Righetti Warriors, leading at the end of a quarter for the second time in this contest. So at the end of one, our score was 21-20 in favor of Righetti. After two was a 7-point lead in favor of Mission Prep, 43-36. And that 7-point lead has been added to 65-55, our score here in the fourth quarter now. Righetti scoring 21 in the first quarter, 15 in the second, 19 in the third, for a total of 55 points. Mission Prep with 20 in the first, 23 in the second, and 22 in the third. Our score 65-55. We got 8 minutes to go. Righetti is a feisty team looking to pick up their first win, looking to win here at home tonight in their home opener. But Mission Prep wants to play spoilers and walk out with their second win of the season to stay undefeated. And the officials talking this, having a huddle at midcourt. Not sure what is going on here. We have no idea what that conversation was about between the officials, but we are underway. They didn't change a thing or give anybody a warning, but here we are. That pass knocked away. Shot by Trainer, no good. Rebounded by Righetti, and bringing it across is Sullivan. Sullivan dumps it out, and a three-pointer sent up by Bray, no good, out of bounds. As Lerner lets it go out. And it's going to be inbounded by Colton Mott in the corner. And taking it is Drake on the inbound. Drake right to the rim. No call, no bucket. Rebounded by Thiam. And Daniel Vargas missing. And Lerner able to stay with the possession. Gets it to Trainer. Trainer clears it to Mott. Mott spins, kicks it to Lerner. Lerner steps inside the arc at the key. And a travel called as he dumps it to Mott. Mott takes 3 steps before the dribble. 65-55. 1 minute exactly gone in this final quarter. Joe Baralone inbounding for Righetti. Righetti inbounds to Sullivan. On the court for Righetti is Thiam, Sullivan, Baralone, Daniel Vargas, and Bray. On the court for Mission Prep is going to be Garrett, Drake, Trainer, Lerner, and Mott. Getting ready to check in is going to be Deuce Kellogg and Jackson Esparza, along with Blake Boudreau. First shot no good, 65-55 our score. Still scoreless in this final frame. Multiple substitutions. Mott, Lerner, and Trainer check out. Taller set into the game with Garrett and Boudreau. Second shot good for Bo Thiam, 20 points for Thiam. First point of the night, 56-65. Over a minute gone by before we got a point change. Esparza to Kellogg. Kellogg works it in. And the whistle on number 0, Bo Thiam. First foul of the quarter handed out to Righetti. Going to be a sideline inbounds for Mission Prep. And a Vargas substitution. Joseph exchanges places. No. Joseph Vargas exchanges places with Luke Bray. Thought it was going to be a Vargas for Vargas exchange. So did Vargas. That being Daniel Vargas. Kellogg missing. And Boudreau missing on this putback. And Baralone can't get the layup. Guarded by Esparza. Pass forward stolen by Thiam. And Joe Vargas with the shot and the whistle coming from the baseline. And Nick Sauer not liking the calls. Nick Sauer fired up on the sidelines, the head coach of Righetti. Mission Prep collects a foul. As Joe Vargas at the line shooting a pair. Vargas with 16 tonight. Garrett checks out, Mott checks in. And a shift of the bodies for Righetti. Standing on the key for the Warriors is going to be Baralone and Sullivan. And Joe Vargas connects. 17 for Vargas. 7-point lead. Possession stays with Mission Prep, fresh 35. An off-target pass to Kellogg, recovered in the backcourt. And Kellogg gets called for the travels, loses his footing. 5:48 remaining. And a timeout taken by head coach Nick Sauer of the Righetti Warriors. With our score 65-58. Mission Prep leading by 7 in this Central Coast Athletic Association non-conference action. Righetti Warriors playing out of the Sunset League with the Mission Prep Royals playing out of the Mountain League. We'll be right back. Presented by Hyundai San Luis Obispo.
Hey, it's Rob from Hyundai San Luis Obispo. Right now, save up to $7,500 with federal EV savings.
But hurry, it all ends September 30th. Lease an Ioniq for just $159 a month or take advantage of low APR financing.
With nationwide charging access, going electric has never been easier.
Welcome back courtside. Our score 65-58 with 5:48 remaining. The inbounds for the Righetti Warriors. They're going to have to go full court on this possession. Baralone inbounding to Sullivan. Sullivan with the slow dribble across the timeline. Guarded by Kellogg. Passes Vargas. Back to Sullivan. Into the corner. Baralone, three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Sullivan. Second chance points comes up short. Thiam underneath the basket, drops it in for the point. 60-65 is our score. And back-to-back buckets as Kellogg with 29, Thiam with 22, and underneath, Joe Vargas connects. Joe Vargas with 8-19 tonight. 5-point lead separate these two squads. And the Royals extend the lead to 7. And bodies on the floor. Mott comes out with it. Pass forward to Kellogg. It's a 1-on-2 for Deuce Kellogg. And the Deuce coverage makes no work look easy. Deuce Kellogg with 31 tonight, breaking the scorebook. A new career high for Kellogg. In his senior season, 71-62 is our score. Daniel Vargas gets the Warriors on their feet. His first points of the night with a 3. Cuts the lead back to 6.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail. Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously. Yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials across the country because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Coming out of the timeout, 4:11 on the clock. Mission Prep comes out of the timeout with the ball. Kellogg to Boudreau, and Boudreau laying it up. Boudreau with 6, turned over to Mission Prep again. And Drake finds the bucket. 19 for Drake. 75-65 is our score. And Righetti puts another one up. Jacking the spars are no good. Rebounded by Boudreau, knocked out of bounds by Vargas. Mission Prep possession. Timeout on the court. 65-75, 3:15 remaining. Mission Prep leading by 8 in this contest. .315 remaining. Deuce Kellogg, the leading scorer. Unofficially, 31 points, a career high. Mission Prep trying to get to 2-0 before going into tournament play. They have 3 tournaments lined up. Morro Bay Holiday Invitational, the Mission Prep Christmas Classic, and the South Pasadena Holiday Classic, returning after being at the tournament in 2021. And a jump ball between Sullivan and Boudreau resulted in a possession arrow to Righetti. 75-67. Diam to the rim. 24 for that young man tonight. 75-69. Trying to lead his squad to victory as Deuce Kellogg slides across the hardwood. And the foul by Sullivan. Sullivan fouled out. David Lee comes in to replace Sullivan, who's fouled out of the contest. 5 fouls for Sullivan, 75-69. Sullivan a crucial point in this offense. David Lee also a vital part. We'll see how it plays out. Kellogg got the line, shooting a couple. Gets that one on a bouncer, looking like a pinball. 32 for Deuce Kellogg. 7-point lead for Mission Prep. Kellogg connects with both of them. Unofficially, 33 points. Into the corner, ball comes loose. Out of bounds, last touch by Kellogg as he contested with Baralone for the Rock, 244. And Thiam in for the bucket. And called for the carry, Kellogg. Six-point lead, 2:27. Daniel Vargas short on a three-pointer. Baralone can't connect with second chance points. And the bodies are on the floor. We have a jump ball. And this arrow goes to Mission Prep with 2:15 going. And Garrett checks in for Boudreaux. Mott standing on the baseline, left side. Mott down the right lane, tripped up, and the whistle. Mott's going to go to the line to shoot a pair, and this home crowd not liking it, yelling at the officials. Six-point lead for Mission Prep, 77-71. Mott at the line for a couple. First one good for Mott. Mott has 7 tonight, all from the strike. Second one, no good. Thyme with the rebound, clears it out to Lee, back to Thyme. Thyme trying to get across the timeline, meets up with Mott. Back to Lee. Lee comes close and going across that timeline. David Vargas looking for a three-pointer, rims in and out. Cleared out by Baralone, and he's blocked by Kellogg, and Kellogg up to Drake. Drake to Garrett, and Garrett for the deuce. David Lee with a three-pointer, 9-point lead for Mission Prep, 80-71. Rebounded by Mott. Mott, Garrett, Kellogg, back to Mott. Mott slowing things down just a hair as Daniel Vargas comes in for pressure. And double dribble.
We can recover on Mott. We can recover on Mott. We can recover on Mott.
80-71. Double dribble called on Mission Prep. 1:15, 9-point lead for the Royals. Lee, ball knocked away by Mott on the pass to Baralone. 1-on-2, and contact to Mott will send Mott to the line again. 80-71. Our score. And David Lee has fouled out of the contest. And checking in for Lee, Luke Bray. 1:06 remaining. Mott connects. 8 points for Mott tonight. Unofficially, 10-point lead. Follow us on Instagram and X, Mission Sports TV. And Mott connects again. 9 points for Mott. Timeout taken by Righetti with an 11-point lead for Mission Prep. 1:06 remaining. Mission Prep in bonus. Righetti has had 2 players foul out of this contest here in the fourth quarter. Chris Sullivan and David Lee have left the game with 5 fouls. For the Righetti fans joining us during this broadcast, they move on to the Kingsburg Lions Club tournament, where they will face Washington Union on Wednesday, December 3rd at 5 p.m. I believe that tournament is in Kingsburg. Beautiful Viking community. At Kingsburg High School, home of the Vikings. Deep three-pointer. That one up and out of play. No good. 82-71, 52 seconds. Inbound to Kellogg, trying to escape the fouls. And Kellogg is fouled. And Kellogg's going to go to the line to shoot 2. That foul handed out to Vargas. Joe Vargas with a couple fouls tonight. Kellogg setting unofficially 33 points. Can increase this to a maximum of 13. Make that 12 on the miss. Daniel Vargas checks out as Peter Rodriguez joins the contest. Esparza leaves the game as Martinez checks in for the final moments of this contest. Correction, Garrett checks out. So Lerner and Martinez into the game. Martinez with the rebound with 39 seconds, and he dishes it to somebody who could shoot potentially better free throws than him. I've never seen him shoot free throws, so I don't know his potential, but he quickly dished that out to Esparza, who found Mott, and Mott will go to the line to shoot a couple. 82-71. An 11-point lead. Looking to increase this just a little bit with 38 seconds. Righetti running out of timeouts. Running out of opportunity. Mott with 10, matching his 10 he put up last night. All these points coming from the free throw line. Mott settles a new career high. 84-71, 35 seconds. Three-pointer by Rodriguez. Breaks the barrier. And a timeout taken by the Righetti Warriors, a full timeout. With the lead to 10, they feel they have opportunities left with 29 seconds. And they want to talk this over. Our cameraman, Dave Holden, might be suffering from CTE after banging his head on the press box multiple times tonight. We're going to have to put him into concussion protocol for the rest of the year. And if you ever want to go find and meet Dave Holden, go to the Cambria Christmas Lights Parade thingy they have up there, up in Cambria, where the holiday festivities in Cambria. He'll be working security. He'll be one of the many yellow vests you'll see up there at Cambria Lights during this holiday season. Inbounding at the baseline are going to be Mission Prep Royals, as the Righetti Warriors on defense coming out of the timeout. Checking into the contest, Aiden Shelton. And foul handed out, sending Asher Lerner to the line. And Lerner misses. The only Royal not suited up tonight on the roster is Kason Nico. Coming off a football injury. He'll be suited up soon. And Lerner missing both of his opportunities. 25 seconds on the shot, on the game clock for the Righetti Warriors. We'll get this right. Baralone to Vargas. Vargas beyond the arc sends a Hail Mary up, no good. And his rebound, second chance points cleared out by Mission Prep, and Lerner is fouled again. He'll go to the line. That last attempt was by Luke Bray for Righetti, and with a 10-point lead, Lerner at the line to shoot another set. Lerner had 2 last night against the Pirates at Coates Court in his varsity debut. And Lerner on the board. 3 points this season for Asher Lerner. 5 seconds on the game clock. And a three-pointer drops in by Vargas. And a game that ends 85-77. That's our game. Our player of the game tonight, Deuce Kellogg. A career high 33 on my book. We'll get the official tallies for you. But we do appreciate you being with us here at Righetti High School, Warrior Gymnasium. Tonight's broadcast presented by Hyundai San Luis Obispo. And I want to thank our executive producers tonight for being involved. Darnell Harris, Brian Vilvin, doing in work for us all season long. Appreciate them. And this is the home of the Division II champions, Mission Prep Royals. Our final score from Righetti High School. Mission Prep Royals 85, Righetti Warriors 77. Thanks for being with us and get home safe.